Some choices seem small in the moment. Simple, easy, tempting. But later they echo in ways you never imagined. This is not a story I'm proud of. It's not one I tell lightly. But it's real. Raw. And it changed me in ways I'm still trying to understand. When I crossed that line, I didn't think I'd fall so far. But sometimes all it takes is one offer, one night, and your entire world is different. This is my story. Of temptation. Of guilt. Of a decision that lives with me every single day. My name is Leah Carter, and until a year ago I believed I knew the difference between right and wrong. It was the summer before my final year of grad school. I was 27, buried in student loans and balancing 3 part-time jobs to survive. My world was an exhausting cycle of lectures, side gigs, ramen dinners, and dreams of a better future. And Kayla, my best friend, was my escape. We had been friends since our first year of undergrad, and even though she came from wealth, she never flaunted it. She was warm, loyal, and wild in the best way. Her father, however, was a different story. Mr. Carter. He was a name people in the real estate world whispered with either admiration or fear. Tall, composed, a sharp mind with an even sharper tongue. Whenever I saw him, I felt like I was being dissected and admired all at once. That summer, Kayla invited me to her father's lake house for a few weeks. "You need to get away, Leah," she said. "No books, no jobs, just wine and water." I hesitated. I knew what it meant to accept kindness from someone who had everything while I struggled to pay my electricity bill. But I needed the break. And the idea of lakeside mornings, bonfires, and no Wi-Fi was too tempting to pass up. When we arrived, it felt like stepping into a dream. The estate was vast. Lush green lawns, glass walls that opened to the water, and silence so deep you could hear the wind breathe. "Dad's not supposed to be here till the end of next week," Kayla told me. "So it's just us girls." For 5 days it was perfect. We sunbathed, cooked, swam, and talked late into the night. I started to forget the weight of my life back home. Then he showed up early. It was late afternoon. I had just stepped out of the outdoor shower wrapped in nothing but a towel, water dripping down my legs, when I saw his car pull into the long driveway. Mr. Carter stepped out, sunglasses on, crisp white shirt hugging his broad chest. Even in his 50s he was intimidatingly attractive. I scrambled inside, flustered. "Dad." Kayla squealed. "What are you doing here so early?" "Business canceled." I thought I'd enjoy the view. That night he joined us for dinner on the back patio. We drank red wine under string lights and the air was warm and easy. But I felt his eyes on me. Not in an overtly creepy way, but calculated. Curious. He asked me about school life and my plans. His questions were sharp, but I felt strangely comfortable answering them. There was something magnetic about him. Something dangerous. Later that night, after Kayla had gone to bed, I stayed out on the deck alone. "You're thoughtful," he said, stepping beside me. "Sometimes." He smiled. "And stubborn. That much is clear." I laughed. "Is that what Kayla told you?" "That's what your silence tells me." There was a long pause before he said, "You deserve more than what you've settled for." I didn't know what to say. I turned away. He whispered, "Don't ignore your worth, Leah. Not everyone sees it. But I do." Then he left. The next night, Kayla had plans to meet a friend in town. I stayed back, claiming a headache. I read for hours, curled on the giant couch, and when I looked up it was dark. That's when Mr. Carter appeared again, a glass of whiskey in his hand. "You're not just smart, Leah. You're magnetic. I've watched you grow over the years. From this shy little girl to a woman who doesn't even know how powerful she is." I stared at him. "Why are you saying this?" He didn't blink. "Because I have a proposition. One night. Just one. No strings. And in return I'll clear your student debt. Entirely." I couldn't breathe. I froze. "Why me?" I whispered. He stepped closer. "Because you're worth it. And because you deserve to feel what it's like to be truly desired." Then he handed me an envelope. I didn't sleep. The envelope sat on the nightstand. My thoughts spun all night. Could I do it? Was I selling my soul? But the debt was crushing me. I had been skipping meals, working 3 jobs, watching my dreams slip through my fingers. I didn't want to admit how much I wanted someone, anyone, to see me, want me, choose me. The next night, Kayla went out again. I showered, put on a black slip dress. My hands shook as I walked to his wing of the house. He opened the door like he'd been waiting for me. The room smelled like cedar and wine. We didn't speak. He touched my cheek, then my lips. Every move was slow, deliberate. My skin burned under his hands. The kiss was fire, hungry and possessive. He undressed me like I was art, something precious. That night I forgot everything. My name, my shame, my fears. He whispered things in my ear, things no one had ever said. Words that melted the woman I thought I was. He made me feel powerful, worshipped. And yet when I woke the next morning I was empty. He was gone. I avoided Kayla for days. I told her I was sick. When we finally drove back to the city, I couldn't meet her eyes. The money was in my account the next day. I cried in the shower for an hour. I used it to pay my tuition, my rent, and then I deleted every reminder of that weekend. But guilt isn't something you can erase. Sits with you, sleeps beside you. And no matter how good the lie, it finds its way back. Kayla never found out. But I did. I found out who I was when I thought no one was watching. A year passed. I graduated, got a decent job, moved out. And one night I saw him again. It was at a fundraising gala. Kayla had invited me. Mr. Carter walked in with his new wife, a woman half his age. Our eyes met across the room. He raised his glass. I looked away. Later that night I found a card slipped into my clutch. Read, "Regret is the price of power. But you wore it well. See." I ripped it up. But I didn't throw it away. Some choices come wrapped in silk and whispered promises. But once unwrapped, they leave behind silence, guilt, and lessons you never asked to learn. This was my story. If it touched something in you, share it. Someone out there might be standing at the edge of their own decision. And maybe, just maybe, this will pull them back. Like, share, subscribe. Because the truth? It's never as simple as it seems.